Okay, it says that I'm recording. I hope that that I am. And just to go hi, hello, greetings, peace, salam. Yeah. Okay, all of that. Everyone, I am recording again from my fabulous sewing room that has been torn apart. That's where I have been missing for the last 2 months now. My sewing room sprung a leak just before the 4th of July. So that meant coming in and tearing my walls open, and the carpet had to be dry. It was like a whole month before all of this was, I'm able to come back in here. And yes, I could have recorded with my telephone, with my cell phone, but I was having problems getting that together because for some reason the cord was acting up. Like a million and one things. You would think they were excuses. I wish they were excuses. But I'm going to be in here temporarily. I'll probably start using the cell phone again to record. And as you can see, I had to take down my sewing machine and all of that stuff. It's in the living room, packed away because I didn't want anybody to break it. And yeah, thank goodness I have backup sewing and places I can go to sew. But it's not like being at home. Everybody knows that. I have been doing some things, um, able to acquire some things while this has been going on. I've been able to do some knitting, some crocheting, some making. Um, I have completed most of my stitch markers, but I have not put them up on Etsy because I need to be able to get to my PC. Um, it's like the first time. Well, it's not the first time, but it's been a while since I've been in this room. It's, you know what? It's damn depressing. Okay, when you're getting work done on anything that has to do with your creativity, it is so depressing. I mean, there was days when I would just curl up in the bed waiting for the adjuster to decide whether they're going to do this or do that, and picking out the things that you need and that you gotta have. It's just been crazy. So I'm back for now. I'm gonna I will be putting up some videos that I've done probably a couple of years ago, just to get those up and published because they need to be. Um, but like I said, I have been able to acquire some things that was needed, and not always purchased. They weren't always purchases. I have a friend who is moving away, so she donated to our sewing group and to myself a fat stack of quilt books. Unbelievable. I have been able to do some quilting a little bit. Last time I was on here, I talked about doing the Underground Railroad quilting. What am I saying? The okay, brain fog. Okay, this is ridiculous. Doing the blocks for the Underground quilt. Okay, so I've managed to complete two within these 2 months. I mean, I could have completed a lot more, but when you're not in your space, and I only quilt with my group once a week, and we meet twice a week. Um, so I might have to force myself out to the second run. I haven't been able to. I don't know what I will be because I have to be here when the workmen come back. Because they got to take everything out of the room and put it somewhere so they can change the flooring. I don't want to paint because the walls didn't get wet. The floor got wet. So thank goodness they can get rid of this nasty carpet. I hate carpeting. Anyway, so I'm going to get new flooring. Hopefully, we'll get some new flooring. In the meantime, my dogs, the girls, have decided they wanted to acquire something too. They found a kitten. Get out of there. He's a kitten. He is one of those little they call them Egyptian mouse. Look, like that guy said on that TikTok. I found him behind a dumpster at 7-Eleven. Who knows? This thing ain't got no breed, pedigree on this thing. Nothing in my house got a pure pedigree, including me. So it's bad. Okay, they're like, oh no, don't call the children or the animals bad. No, this fool is bad, and he's been here for about I think a month now, and when I go after him, and he knows when I'm mad at him, he go hide behind Evie. If you don't know who Evie is, she is my um poor thing. I don't know. She's just a short husky, and she's got the husky part, but her legs are short. So she's a full. I guess she's a full husky with short legs. She's got a big husky head, and she go hide behind Evie, and they're pretty much the same color, so he blends in with her. But I can still see him. He got big, big old green eyes. So I'll probably put their picture up together with them watching TV because that's what he does. He hides behind her when he knows he's in trouble. Um, so okay, I got some quilting done, got a lot of knitting done. I'm made I gave away one emotional support chicken. I have two that I have completed last night, and I think I got three more. Yeah, it's three or four that needs to be stuffed. I purchased, went to Joann's last month and purchased. They had the stuffing on sale, the fiber fill, and I bought a huge bag of that. One of my chickens was like a dark brown, and I had some black stuffing. I had it for centuries, and that's why you go to a crafter's house. We need all of that, and I don't care how many years it takes me to use it. I'm going to use it one day. And I pulled it out and stuffed him, and he is so perfect. The next time here, I will bring him in, if I can keep the cat away from it. So, I didn't really want to make this long because the girls need to go out. They need to go to the park. So, but I just wanted to catch up with everybody. I felt so bad, and I want to thank every last one of you, whether you watch this or not. If you're watching this and you know them, I want to thank everyone who keeps recording, who keeps doing this, because I watch y'all. I watch y'all while I'm knitting. I watch y'all while I'm crocheting, and sometimes I just watch y'all when I'm curled up in a ball. And you have encouraged me and inspired me. And sometimes my head go like, you don't need to be making no podcast. There's a million people out there, and who are you? And blah blah. Who I am, because I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Asar. I'm the owner of Thimble Hook Shuttle. You can probably see my little sign back here. And oh, you see my little sign? Okay, I'll just go. Okay. Anyway, yeah, you'll see my sign right there. Thimble Hook and Shuttle. That's me. And I live here in Las Vegas with my two superior companions, my little Jack Russell Coco and my aforementioned husky, Edie, and now their their cat, Loki. I do have another name for him. It's in Spanish, and I don't think the channel will let me use it. Okay, because that's what he is. Okay, and he's a mess. So anyway, that's what goes on. And I started this channel because I see a lot of people who live in fiber rich areas, craft rich areas. And so far, I've only seen like two people here in Las Vegas who are crafters. And and she's a knitter. And I don't know if she quilts and anything like that, but I watch her a lot because she's a knitter. And I get a lot of I get a lot of information from her. But I also want to show people around Las Vegas what we do here, and if you move here, and the places you can go shop at, and some of the attractions, and the weather. Oh man, the weather is finally cooling down. Between all the stuff that was going on with me last month and the weather, 118 degrees. You open the door, I'm still dry. I'm still dry because of the weather. Weather is dry here and hot and dry and dry and hot. So it doesn't take long to dry out. Um, and then it was like I can't go outside. I couldn't. None of that. Couldn't go outside. If you go outside, the police gonna arrest you for being out in the street. Okay, just for being crazy enough to come out in 118-degree weather and wandering around talking about you shopping somewhere. It was too hot. So I didn't go anywhere until the evening. And even at the evenings, it was 110 to be outside in the park with the dogs. And Coco's 14 years old. I really can't bring her out that long. Even with her water, it's just too hot. She doesn't drink ice water anymore. She's an old lady. She's her and I are the same age. You know, she's drinking warm water. Um, Evie, being a husky, it's too hot. I mean, she has a husky pack that she hangs out with in the park. The young dumb ones are running around, and they're drinking buckets of water. And Evie is like, she's chill. I'm just laying here and tongue hanging out. She's hot. So that slowed us down a lot last month. Um, but in the meantime, like I'm gonna tell you what I've been making. Okay, I did the chickens. We are able to clean out my yarn stash, giving so much away. I'm so happy to give this away. We have some ladies who live in a senior building where a friend of mine's live, and they're making the hats. I think she said in scarves for the homeless. I'm more than happy to be able to donate to that. I donated a couple of years ago with a friend who was moving and had me come over, and she says, "Oh, bring your car over." Listen, I have a small SUV. She filled that thing up. I barely had room for me and Coco because it was only just me and Coco at the time to get in the car and drive it away. So we were able to donate a lot of that yarn to to my fiber guild, to some other ladies that were making things for the hats for the homeless. And then I think we donated some other things to Goodwill. So I got a lot of that out. It was like 3 huge garbage bags per organization to able to take that yarn away. My fiber girl, we'll talk about that not today, but we're getting ready to meet again. I'm so glad, I'm grateful for that. So September, we will be going back, and I want to tell you, But if you have a fiber guild in your area, or a quilt guild, a knit club, or something like that, a crochet or knit club, or whatever you do, it is. It to me it's great to be able to talk to like-minded people in person, and I get a lot of information. I learn things from this guild. I am so grateful for them. I have a lot of seniors who are senior than I am, as you can tell. I'm a senior. This is not a dye job. This is natural. Um, and they're from different countries, from European countries. And uh, hey, hey, get out of here! He's a thief. He likes to steal the pegs off of my board and runs around with. I keep a water bottle for him, but I don't want to bring it in here. Anyway, they are very, very learned in their very knowledgeable in their craft. And they challenged me. I had one lady said, then they don't challenge me directly. I had one of the ladies last time we met. She says, you know, I just haven't seen anybody knit any lace in a long time. So for the last since May or June, the last time we met, I started out on a project that has lace that I'm knitting. Oh gosh. I started this project 3 times, and it's okay. It's in cotton. Is it sports weight? It's not fingering. Close to fingering. It's really a lightweight cotton, and it's like a shawl poncho. I can't wait because I like the kind of stuff to lay across my shoulder, especially if I have my full, not just the hats on, especially in the fall. I wear my hats mostly in the summer, but I usually cover a little bit more in the fall. And that's gonna be interesting. Oh, by the way, yes, I made this. This is crochet. I think I believe I did leave the name and directions to this one or the other one in the show notes from the last time I was on. If you like, I'll put this. I don't think it's the same one because yeah, this is a different stitch. I probably made this up on my own, but there's another one that I've used for this summer. It's really cute, and I made it in 3 different colors. Um, and I do have the name for that one, but I believe it's discontinued. I don't know. I tried looking for it and I haven't found it. I looked on Ravelry. I looked, just threw it out there to the universe, to the Google verse, and haven't found it yet. So I don't know. I don't know if I can share it. I don't know where this person is. I think it was written in 1990s, 80 something, whatever. So I don't know if this person's still around or if she's still making, is she still designing? I don't know. But I like it, and I don't know. Maybe I can get some permission from somebody. You tell me, because I don't think she. I think she patented it. I'm not sure. Maybe she copywritten it. But if you really like it, I'll do some research and I'll do some more research on it and see if I can share it. Because I don't share without permission. I know how I would feel if somebody shared my information, my goodies with you, and you getting permission. And I'm not selling it. I will share it if she allows me to. So like I said about the guild, join a guild. Join a group. I have a quilt group that I meet with. So I have travels with sewing machines. I keep one in the car. Okay. I don't go nowhere without a sewing machine. So I have a travel machine, and then my granddaughter's machine is here for Benita. Um Basic Benita is like a Benita 900 basic, but thing is heavy as heck. Okay, but I keep them in the house just for emergencies like this. So, like I said, I have been doing some work. I have acquired a couple of things. I don't know if I told you last time when I was here. I had a friend give me box, a box of wool fabric, plaid, the most beautiful. Some of it's not all plaid, but what I like to do in this time, because I will probably be out of commission, and probably recording from my living room or my bedroom, um, talking about fiber and fabric, and that's my specialty. That's my specialty. That was my specialty in school. Um, some of y'all know that I am not a trained anthropologist, but my bachelor's is in cultural anthropology. So that's why you see so many of my things made with fabric from all over the world because it's my thing. But mainly is textiles is my thing. In high school, I went to a fashion high school in New York, and I love my school. Shout out to fashion industries. Okay, badass high school fashion industry. It'll be bad, and it's still there. Okay, don't shut them down. I watched them. They on they in my Instagram and my Facebook. I love them babies because they remind me so much of me and my girlfriends growing up. So anyway, with that, where was I going? Okay, I hate getting old, and I don't have any notes right now. So anyway, I just want to make sure to remind people to join a guild, get with people who are like-minded, because when you face things like I've been facing, if it wasn't for the community and my special friends outside the community who just listen to me talk about textiles, and they're like, whatever. But like I said, I remember I do want to start um, talking about textiles, especially as now that we're getting ready to go into the winter and fall, and your regional type of fibers and fabrics to use. Um, I did not go to the fiber to the what was it, the Flagstaff Fiber Fest. I wasn't able to attend. Um, we had some things that came up that was for the family. So I for my family, anything I will, God willing, I will make it next year. I didn't go to what is that? They had a fiber festival here, and I think in Seattle, kind of far away from me. But I wanted to go to Flagstaff because it's near, and I want people. I want you to see what we do here. We got some, we got some wonderful spinners. We have some First Nation spinners here who, working it. They doing the daggone thing, and it's I'm proud. Okay, proud of my folks, all my folks. I'm proud of everybody, and so I'm proud, and I want people to see this is what we do here. Now it is in Flagstaff, Arizona. Um, our it's only like a 2-hour ride from here. It's in June, so it's a little warm. You gotta thank goodness Maverick is here. Maverick um is a chain store here that I always tell people when I travel, I'm stopping at Flying J, Love's, Pilot, and Maverick because they got all the good goodies. So I'm glad Maverick is finally finished. So when I hit the road to go to Flagstaff, I will be stopping at Maverick and loading up all the things that all my goodies. Um, I had a wonderful thing that happened to me when I was living out in the outback some years ago. I had the opportunity to purchase a plug-in cooler that plugs into the car, so it it, it keeps stuff cold. Cat is at it again. It keeps stuff cold as well as warm, hot. It'll keep things hot. So I am grateful for that. So I can put water and whatever I'm drinking out on the road for hydration. It keeps my food cold. It's a big cooler. It's big. I can put cocoa in it. I haven't put her in there, but it chills and it's good. I used to travel from Las Vegas up to northern Nevada. A lot of times we didn't have things here. I mean, up in Elko that we had here, and my doctor wanted me to eat more fish, and which I did not mind. Girlfriend from New York, I give me some fish. So I would buy fish in Las Vegas when I came down to visit and take it back up to Elko with me, and then didn't have to worry about it being defrosted. So as long as the car was running. But it was a great cooler, so I plan to take that with me on the trip. Also, in the meantime, while all this was going on, I had a little car accident, and I am going to reiterate the idea of being colorblind one more time. I don't know if you have, if this is your first time watching me. I am colorblind. It's called CVD, color vision deficiency, and it's not really. I don't know. I've had cataracts, so I don't have a problem with seeing things that are dim. But the thing about being colorblind, we see a little bit better than most people at night. But when it comes to this is what happened. I had a car that was black on black on black. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with folks. Why would you buy a black car, get black tires and black rims, and then tint your windows like you the CIA? So anyway, I hit the car. So my car was out of commission for a minute. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't a crash. No one got hurt. Thank God. No one got hurt. Both the house and the car covered by insurance. Like the lady said, it's still Magnolias. I'm old, baby, and I got good insurance. So the insurance companies took care of everything. They were wonderful. The company that fixed my car, not only did these people fix the bumper, they detailed my car. I don't even let the dogs back in the back seat anymore. They did such a good job. So girls ain't getting in the back seat no more ever. I don't want all that fur in my back seat ever again. So they did a very good job, and I hope I compens- compensated them well. Okay, so this time is running out. I didn't want to stay any longer than 30 minutes. But in the meantime, other things that I acquired a lot of books. So just a few things. This is what my guild, every time we meet, we have an auction. So this time I was able to get a lot of books. I got a few books, a few magazines, a few not. But I'm grateful for them because these are the books that, like I said, these well heeled crafters are, they have them in their possession. They gold in their house. I'm not talking about money, but this is gold to me. So one of the things I acquired while when I was the very first newbie in the group, a lady told me, she said, "Sorry, you need to get, since you're a new knitter, you need to get this book called Book One, which I think it was called The Knit Stitch by Sally Melville." Well, I looked around and looked around. I found it on Amazon, and I think I got it at Thrift Books. It was really cheap. Well, we had another auction, and guess what I got? Yep, yep, yep. I got book two. Somebody won book three, but I'll keep waiting around. Eventually, she'll give it up. But yes. So I have book three, and there's some really cute things in it. See this dress? I'm gonna make this dress. I have a sweater quantity of like a green yarn. Someone we trade off yarn as well, and oh, I want this dress. Okay, and Mama's been losing weight, so I'm gonna be able to fit at least a size one, a 1X, not a size one. Okay, a 1X. So here's another one. This is dope. I had to get this because here's my Coco. I have a Jack Russell. And this is what she looked like. Okay, because the thing about Jack Russells, they are wonderful dogs, but they are like Shar-Peis. They are not about to be all over you and loving you. She's laying right here, and that's where she goes. She ain't getting in my lap. Rarely will she come up to me. We're in the park, she'll jump in my lap, but she don't do none of all that lovey-dovey stuff. But anyway, these are for dog sweaters. So I'm going to make this one here. I don't think I want to put the buttons on it because I don't think dogs, like children, shouldn't be around buttons. So we'll figure a way her getting into that. And but I mean, and there's a bunch of pictures if you just right there. There you go. There you go. If you haven't had a Jack Russell in your life, you haven't had a dog. Okay, they're awesome. Not only are they awesome, but they're good working dogs. I just try to. I've been talking to my stepson back home in New York and telling him that they have a rat problem. Get a Jack Russell. Cats play with mice. They are not really rat animals. You get a rat terrier, a Jack Russell. There's another bigger dog that are dogs kill for the thrill. And I don't mean to sound horrible, but cats will play. That's what they do. They lay and play, they chase mice, and then they play with them. No, you got a problem like that. You need something that's going to get rid of, eradicate the problem. Okay, now you have to put on some gloves and pick up some stuff. And there is a group in New York. I was on Facebook, and there is a group in New York that are unofficial, but they go out behind the restaurants and they bag them and tag them. Okay, I don't mean to stop, but when you got rats, you gotta fight back. You gotta fight fire with fire. I picked this book up, which is really old, but I said that this year I am going to knit a sweater. This is a very old book. It was written in 19 oh 82, 1982. It's 40 some odd years old. I have a child that was born in 82, but it's really If you, it's to me, it's like having a class. I looked through it a couple of times. I forgot that I had it in here because it was in this room that's been shut down for the last month or two. Um, so um, it's to me, it's like a class. I learned how to knit. We did needlework in junior high school, and I remember, all the things we had to do in junior high to be able to knit, crochet, weave, and embroider, and we did that, and it seems like it's kind of the way it's put together is exactly how my teacher taught that class. So I'm going to take another knitting class. Um, and I think you've missed it because if you want to learn how to crochet, Tony TLC Crafts, she was doing a another free crochet workshop for the last couple of weeks. They keep coming back. You might get in on it if you need to learn how to crochet. I don't teach. I mean, I teach in person, but I don't teach online. That's everybody's got that down, and they do it very well. I will do some weaving and maybe some embroidery, hand embroidery, because I think Dime got it. As far as in machine embroidery. And but I might I'm thinking about doing that. I want to be in a niche that no one else is in. So here's some other things that I did. I did pick up some magazines. I don't have the hand woven with me. Um, so the thing I like about this one here, and it's the Natural Fiber Directory. I wanted, like I said, I want to do a class on fiber. And why I want to do that textile fiber is um, because the fall was coming and people were getting into different types of fiber. But I've seen people who sew, weave, knit, crochet, whatever, and sometimes we don't use the 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 yarns or the fabrics that would the best way to say it. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not trying to be the fiber police, but it it it's not suited for the things that we're looking for, or the things that we like to make. I have a friend, she loves denim, and if she can have a denim pair of drawers, she would make them. And I would tell her, you don't really want a pair of denim drawers, but she would tell someone to make a pair. Like, girl, please. Um, but and I told her, just some denims that maybe you could use, maybe a chambray. And she's like, I want denim, and I like denim like my shoes. And I'm like, okay, you're not gonna like it. So some of us are stuck on some of those things that we think we like, but really wouldn't benefit you in what you're looking to make. And some of us need to expand. There are a lot of crocheters. We have been stuck in acrylics for years, and many of us will like say, "I don't want to work with wool, and I don't want to touch the wool, and the wool is expensive, and the wool is this, and the wool is scratchy, um, and the wool shrinks, and all of these things that we have in our head that we think some things are, and they're not." Then you have knitters who, for years, been pushed into wool, and they won't touch acrylics. And acrylics do acrylics are banging now. They're acrylics that look like nowhere. So those things. I know people who only quilt with cotton. I have a friend, she quilts with silks. I think I've quilted with just about everything you can think of. Oh, I quilted with rayon. I don't know if you've seen my bedspread, my comforter, my quilted comforter that I made a couple of years ago. It's all out of rayon. It's out of rayon fabric. So you don't have to stay in one niche. I remember years ago, and you know how things going to repeat itself, but there was some men who decided they were going to show their manliness by quilting with leather, and that looked beautiful. And the thing about it, they expanded it and actually did some embroidery on it, and they quilted these leather covers, like not like for the couch. They had something softer on the outside of it, but they quilted with the leather and the suede and looked really beautiful. Um, so you can quilt and thank goodness I think our last online class that we took with my fiber guild because most people are weavers and they know how to weave with anything. My thing is if it doesn't knit, if it doesn't crochet, it gets woven. Yeah, I throw it on the moon. If I purchased fabric and yarns before that, this was horrendous, horrendous. Just why? You know, eyelash. Ooh, Lord. Okay, you take some regular yarn, your acrylic, and you fry that together with some eyelash. You're talking about something very beautiful to be woven. It comes out beautiful. Now you can't use it in the warp, but you can use it in the weft. If you're a weaver, you know what I'm talking about. And it comes out amazing. Amazing. The same thing if you don't like mohair, I have woven with what is that called? It's not clown. I've had students weave with clown, which is plastic yarn. With that rattan fiber. I've done that. I live in a world of palm trees out here, and when the wind blows, all those palm fibers are all over the place. And if I can get my daughter to stop storing stuff in my house, get her stuff out of here, and I can use an extra bathtub, I will be soaking some palm fibers in that bathtub and weaving with that because they make very good mats. Um, and I have several rooms, and I will show you, and I will demonstrate some weaving, definitely. But I definitely want to go um, through the textiles. I want to do that, and I've seen some people do it, but I would like to go from the feel to the fiber and the fabric because I quilt and I sew and I weave and I knit and all of that stuff. So there's a part, threads. When you're sewing, there are certain threads. There's wool thread, there's cotton thread, there's silk thread, there's nylon threads, and then they come in different sizes, just like they come in different weights, just like if you're knitting or crocheting. They come in a they come in a 30 weight, they come in a 40 weight, they come in a 50 weight, they come in a 60 weight. And and by using the right thread for the right reason, and I'm not saying right, and I hate to say the word right, but if you use the one that fits you, your work, your projects come out to such an amazing quality. You would amaze yourself. So, like I said, as far as knitting and weaving and sewing, the world of fiber is just so wide. Do not put yourself in a one little niche, and that's all you're going to do, and that's all you're going to stay with. Even when if you're just an embroidery, if you're not just, but if you're do embroidery, get some metallic thread. Some people, oh goodness, metallic fabric. If you're sewing, I don't know if I showed you any of my bling stuff that I had worked on. Did you see my Barbie? Did you see the Barbie quilt? She's not finished yet, but Barbie is all blinged out. Okay, it doesn't pick up well on the camera, but Barbie's blinged. Okay, and I had that fabric for a while. We're gonna bought it for my granddaughter. I had it so long until she had a baby, so I made it it's for my great granddaughter. So I got to hurry and get that one off because now she's gonna have a little boy. So I guess I gotta make a kin. No, I'll make something. But yeah, you know, metallic fabric, metallic thread, metallic yarn. It's out there. Use it, and and that's what makes me excited. So I would love to do that in the next couple of months because we don't know what's going to go in this room here. We don't know. I want to cry, but I know when it's all done and over with, I'm hopefully I'm going to be happy. So let's just pray that I'll be happy and that my the guys that's doing the redo will be happy because I've threatened them several times and I don't want to go to jail. Okay, so thank you so much for listening, um, and please like, subscribe so that I know that you're listening. And I'm going to be doing some shorts and stuff like that. And let me know what you would like to hear. Leave a comment. Don't leave anything nasty. Don't mess with me. I'm from New York. Don't play that. Okay? But if you got any likes or if you think it's a good idea, I will try to keep the short very short, and I will try to keep the lessons very short so that you can come back every at least twice a week and do this. One, no, what am I saying? Once a week because I ain't putting myself out here like that. Anyway, thank you. I said I was going to be 30 minutes and I went over. So thank you once again. Have a good one. Take care. Take care of each other. Happy stitching.